3 games to go on day 1 in Cape Town. This is an important one. France needing a win and needing a big score to potentially leapfrog Spain into cup calculations, and they get the ball here inside Australia's 22, and then they're dragged to touch, and it'll be Australia ball just short of the 22. Sean Maloney and Greg O'Shea in commentary.
Inside.
There's a lot on the line here for France. They really need to get one over on Australia, who did really well in Dubai last week, but they're not doing too well with 2 losses so far on day 1. Great battle, a lot on the line.
Pinocchio gets picked off at the front, so possession goes straight back to the men in blue, and the crossfield heads running. Chimo back short side. Struggle to scramble hard here. France launch and find the line and get the first try through Delamere.
Really good work from France there. Finished off by Delamere. Quality hands. Zedar out through Bouillère, who finds Delamere staying strong, keeping his space on the wing, keeping his width, and manages to slip in to get the first try of the game.
Timing.
So there are the live standings. Look how tight the points differential is as well. 3 points at the moment. Unbelievable. Ikanika slaps it back. Tied it up by Wilson. Australia feed it back here on the 22. McGregor fighting for it. France flood the breakdown and get it back, and now the penalty goes against Australia.
Scrum.
France calling a scrum here in the middle of the field, just outside the 22. A great platform. Opens up both sides of the pitch. You can see Pauline Riva standing behind the scrum, the captain of this French side. He's going to be calling the shots.
Bind! 6! Time off. They're allowed to, once they bind, they need to come up onto their knees, okay? So I don't need to hear knees before that. Let him get his bind up, please. Thank you. Just bind quicker. Time back on. Crouch! Bind! 6!
Riva sets up behind the scrum now, swings across to the left. They go early to Timo with a little in and away, dropped well in the end by McFarlane on that far side. Zegdar caught by McGregor and company. Still there for France, though. They've enjoyed all the field position in this first half. They're within 10 now. There's the try squad. Delamere getting close. Riva fires it away short. Goes to Zegdar. Drop well by Ekanika. They go short side. There's just enough room there for Delamere to skip round the corner and go in and double the lead.
Delamere with a double. Riva gives the last pass, and he manages to slot in on the other side of the pitch just a couple of minutes later. Really dominant from France. They just kept bringing the phases. They kept it really tight in around the ruck, which is interesting. They managed to break down Australia and get a second score.
It's just been a day of no field position, no territory, no real estate for Australia. They've seemingly been pinned in their own half or their own 22 for almost the entire duration of each of their games here on day 1. Can they pull this in? McGregor can't quite get his hands on it. It falls for Les Bleus, who just goes straight back on the attack, and they look to open things up now through Artaud. Put down a good tackle there by Dowling. 2.5 to go in the first half. Delamere looking to free it up. Good defence from Cartwright. He hangs on to him. Hutchison fighting at the breakdown and gets penalised.
Taking through the breakdown.
Henry Hutchinson making a nuisance of himself. You can see the dominance from France here. 13 passes made, 11 carries and 0 for both from an Australian point of view. Australia really need to get their hands on the ball here, Sean.
Well, this is exactly what happened in the game against Argentina earlier this morning for Australia. They didn't touch the ball for the first almost an equal amount of time, 5 minutes or so. Wilson getting some work on the run. Had his debut last week and joined his brother Teddy as an Aussie Sevens player, joined his father as a man to wear the gold of Australia, but he's not looking 100 here, so he'll come off and on will go Blake in his position.
Are we tapping? Sorry? Tap? Yeah, tap.
I'll tell you what, Spain will be watching on and not enjoying what they are witnessing as France launch another attack inside Australia's red zone, and it is another score for Sefo.
Oh, it's just way too easy for the French. The fans will be happy with that, but Australia will not be. It's just simple tap. Zadar moves it out to Timo, and Timo gets the gap, pulls in the last Australian defender and tips it off to Sefo, who won't score many easier than that. It's way too easy.
I'll tell you why Spain will be filthy, Greg O'Shea, because the full-time siren had gone. They'd knocked it to touch. The points differential was in their favour to have them in the driver's seat and deny Argentina and go through themselves to the Cup semi-final. The call came late from the refereeing cohort, and it gave Argentina a chance to get upfield, get the point required. They executed that, and they are now through. And Spain, at this stage, cannot progress to the Cup draw. Australia finally get their hands on the ball. McFarlane slapping away Sefo first up. Hutchison smashed off the ball in back play.
Taken out.
There's the call.
8 taking 7 out. 1 out.
That's more like it out of Ethan McFarlane getting the hard yards. Sometimes you just got to run straight and make some yards for your team. It doesn't have to be pretty. And that's exactly what Australia needed to gain some territory and get their hands on the ball.
Here's Dowling with a restart. Over to McGregor. Big minutes in the absence of Maurice Longbottom. Cartwright, who was so good on debut last week, keeps it alive for McFarlane. A couple of Brisbane boys combining inside the French 22. Cartwright's there nice and quick. Hutchison comes hammering onto the ball. Cartwright back short side. McGregor, good hands. McFarlane well met by Timo. Cartwright leaves it behind. Ekanike with a great bit of tidying up at the base of that breakdown. Hutchison got it away to McFarlane. Hutchison again. Happy to take a settler in close to the ruck. France go off their feet, get on their knees there. Cartwright taps and goes. He's quick, he's dangerous, he's a handy little player, this bloke. And he breathes some life into the contest right on half-time. Cartwright's over for Australia.
William Cartwright, an absolute gem of a find for this Aussie Sevens team. He's smart, he's wiry, he's everywhere when he's on the pitch, and that's exactly what Australia need.
Tough conversion attempt this into a swirling breeze inside Cape Town Stadium. Adding from touch, McGregor. Third side. Strikes good, and it's a poster. Narrow run thing there, and at the break it is France leading Australia 17 points to 5. 2 from 2 on day one, the blitz box. This one goes out on the fly, so we're coming back to halfway, centre field. That'll be France ball.
Spain are sitting in the sand right now, hoping Australia will do them a favour. All France need to do is maintain this lead, and they'll be going through to a semis tomorrow.
Zigda floats one long in the direction of Delamere, who scored 2 tries in that first half. Got good shape on the attack here. Timo. Wide to Seffel. Hutchison, as always, in there fighting and dragging his man down. River rips one there over to Zigda. He straightens with some force. Defence good for the moment from Australia. Timo. Eventually wrestled down by Dowling, who goes up 15 or 20 kilos in that contest. Zigda on the angle. Good retention here from France. We're going to break it open and set up a handy lead. Blake. Oh, the push down in the end is good from Arto. But the showboating has cost him his right shoulder.
Zadar once again pulling strings in the middle of the pitch, and Artau, he's just so fluid. He doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he's absolutely flying across the pitch. He goes for the dive. It's a bit much, and he might have just done his shoulder in the process of doing that.
Unless you're immediately replacing him, time off. Are we subbing this player?
That might hurt come tomorrow, because Arto's been one of their best players.
Can I please have confirmation the player down there has been
across this opening suite of games.
Okay, and the player down there has been subbed.
25-26 HSBC Sevens World Series. So Perez goes on in his place. Handy little replacement, if you don't mind, Stevie Perez. The margin 17. France at the moment into the Cup semi-finals. Australia did a great job there at the restart. Dowling comes down with it. Hutchison over to Cartwright. Just lost his feet there with Miranda lurking over the top. Penalty Australia.
Offside.
Cartwright taps it, goes wide. Dowling sends a beautiful ball. Oh, out to Roach. It just dipped late on him. Goes through the leg. It's in a touches France ball.
Oh, Roach will not want to see that one back. He just slightly took his eyes off it. It wasn't the best pass, but he'd usually take those ones.
Yeah.
With Perez throwing the ball in here.
Yeah, no.
He's been around the block.
When you come in,
He's a great man to bring off the bench for France to see out this game.
Stolen back by Australia. They'll throw plenty here late. Down by 17-0 really to lose as Roach goes to Cartwright, who gets on the outside. The cover defence is good. It's ripped out by France in a touch. It should be Australia ball.
Perfect. Okay. Knock on into touch options. Knock on into touch.
You see Cartwright here. It seems like the ball has popped out, and Cartwright is furious at that.
Why is he furious? Because he's saying it was stripped out by France and pulled away. In a touch, thinking it might have been an Australian throw. It's France's ball. Turner goes in and makes the tackle. Zigda, short side. Perez. Playing the man who did all the damage in the first half. Delamere put down well by Blake. He doesn't miss in those close quarter challenges. Numbers now on the outside though for the French, and they connect up nicely with a little one-handed offload. Miranda will score, and that'll be enough to see them through. That'll be that, and Spain will miss out on a shot at the big prize in Cape Town.
They sure will. That's definitely enough. Miranda gets his second try for France, his second try this weekend. And it's a solid score to see out this game. France will most likely go into the semis tomorrow.
Hutchison caught by Miranda. Charlie throws it away. Roach, no issues with the hands this time around. Charlie wrapping around.
11 must roll.
Turner goes to Blake, who pings it wide here to Roach. As the sun starts to set.
Thank you.
On day one. It will shine tomorrow for France. They are off to the Cup semi-finals. It's set for Australia early on in this contest in terms of their hopes of going through. Roach will pick up one here. 29-10 kick to come. 30 seconds to play.
Roach gets himself on the scoreboard before finishing off day one. It's definitely not going to be enough, but it's going to be something to look back on when they analyse today, that they are able to break down the French side. They have the ability to do it. This game is more or less over.
I think it was more or less over inside the first 2 minutes. Greg O'Shea with France's absolute dominance from the kickoff. And Australia just unable to get their hands on the ball. It was brutal stuff for the men in goal.
Advantage.
Charlie.
Okay, advantage
sends
over.
A long one over to McGregor. Blake comes back against the defence. They've done enough here, France, so they can kick this to touch or play on or kick to touch, which is where they get to eventually off the boot of Zegdar. France just doing French things on day one, and by that I mean playing some excellent sevens on the way through, doing enough